My name's Jim Murdoch. My story is a culmination of many events that happened in my childhood growing up that I realize now put me in a position to be a candidate to be a drug and alcohol abuser. I grew up in New Orleans, Louisiana, and by the time me and my little brother were, 8 and 10, we were already hanging out downtown in the French Quarter, getting into trouble, drinking, doing all those things. My biological father basically abandoned us. I can remember my dad not being there and all the implications that entails as far as going to school and not having a dad, getting picked on by kids, getting made fun of. I realized at that time I was beginning to develop these unhealthy behavior patterns to compensate for my dad leaving. Well, the drinking was always a problem. It was when I started using drugs that things got really bad. I was smoking crack and drinking alcohol. Crack cocaine is a horrible thing. You become instantly addicted to it. So I was smoking crack at my house, and my wife walked in with her best friend, and I was crawling on the ground trying to find little pieces that I thought I dropped, but I didn't really. And I looked up, and there they were, and that was like the last straw. My wife's like, "You need to get help." There's a program called Teen Challenge, but it's actually for adults. Once I got out of Teen Challenge and went back, problems started with my wife and me, and eventually I started using again and ended up going back to Teen Challenge in the Smoky Mountains of North Carolina. And after completing my year commitment, the pastor of the church, Donnie Griggs, the pastor of One Harbor Church, his brother was a resident in the program that I was staff member at. What happened was Lance had a Facebook post that he was going to be in North Carolina, and I got there right before Lance was speaking, and I heard about the program. Lance's presentation was so impressive, and there was no denying that I said I want to be a part of that in some way. When I came out and saw the program worked, I just loved the culture. I love to get fired up about the Lord and fired up about recovery, and that's what they do. I came on a Sunday right before our Sunday night meeting, which is pretty rowdy. I really, for a minute, I didn't know what I got myself into. But once I saw the fellowship and the camaraderie and the guys, when I got to the house, the guys welcomed me with open arms. I was a little apprehensive, obviously. I'm driving 21 hours from North Carolina to Oklahoma City to be a part of a program. I had no idea what it was. So I had a lot of apprehension being 56 years old, and I fit right in. And immediately I just felt like I was at home. The program's set up in 3 phases, and it's set up brilliantly. I had all these, like I said before, unhealthy behavior patterns that would lead me to use drugs and alcohol. And I finally found a place in HIA that helped me to see where those came from and that it's okay. And by working the steps, I was able to be free from that and to be a whole, complete man of God that He created me to be. So graduating is just again, another culmination of wonderful events that have gone the opposite of those other events in my life that caused me to have all these struggles. Now the whole script has been flipped, and now I get to graduate from, I say, the best program in the world. To be honest, I wouldn't be the man that I am today without Hope is Alive. It's been a complete game changer. I feel complete and whole. I feel like my life has been radically changed.